We are back. National Collegiate Paintball Association Championships. I'm Matty Marshall. I'd like to welcome Kevin Catfish Arcia back up into the commentator booth. And right now, we are about to watch our next quarterfinal matchup. Liberty University Flames going to be taking on the Drexel Dragons. So, Catfish, what do you think about this match? Obviously, Liberty was a favorite heading into this event, but Drexel has been doing well here.
Yeah, they're playing well. They're no slouches, man. They're definitely going to bring it to Liberty.
Aggressive breakout for Drexel, too, in the center, but Liberty also sending a body up to that center 50. So the battle's about to go down. Drexel plays the aggressor, tries to come back and stay alive. We're going to see a major penalty assessed on Liberty.
Wow, Liberty off the break, getting a major. That's not going to bode well for them.
No, so body's walking off. Just 2 players left alive for Liberty. Drexel still with a full complement. 5 players alive for them, and they should be able to cruise pretty easily and get this point.
Looks like the Drexel is doubling up the center wall and now moving into that. Looks like that 50 Dorito on the Dorito side.
So we'll see. Maybe Liberty can pull something off. Looks like they killed 2 Drexel players, so Drexel dropping some bodies in this high body situation.
Probably just throwing bodies to the wind here. Looks like a Drexel player just trying to get the little mini W in the back center here. You got Kevin Liu for Drexel at the stand-up behind Snake, looking to dive into Snake 1 here. I don't know what's keeping him from oh, yeah, they got to stand up.
Yeah, he's looking at the stand. He can still get through that lane. Yeah. I mean, well, eventually the stand-up is going to be forced to look around and look at that D side of the field. And yeah, this should do it for Liberty. So yeah. Nice closeout here by Drexel. They did lose a couple bodies, but they had a lot of bodies to work with. Looks like Leung actually got shot out of there.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so Leung did get shot by that stand-up, but the work was done on that D side and through the center there for Drexel to put the first point on the board. So again, on paper, who's the favorite in this one? Kind of tough to call. Because Liberty went undefeated through the early parts of this season in college paintball, and everyone I talked to when I was like, hey, who are the favorites here? They obviously mentioned Texas A&M. They mentioned UCF, but everyone was talking about Liberty. So Drexel able to put that first point on the board. There's the replay here of the end of this particular point. Let's grab that flag.
Rothwell writing it in.
Bothwell.
And the butchering continues.
William Bothwell.
At least on my end.
So a good start to this one for Drexel. See if they can keep it going. Unfortunately for Liberty, because of that major penalty. Hey, if you're going to get penalties, get them early. Get the penalties out of the way. 40 seconds left on that major penalty, so they will be down a body. Drexel will be down. Will be on the power play.
So, looks like we got some Liberty players coming out here. I mean, Liberty did have a nice breakout. I mean, they didn't overextend at all. You know, I think that on the first breakout, both teams were kind of trying to fill each other out. Drexel did run a guy to the center, but I mean that's not all teams are doing that at this point in the game.
We are watching a lot more teams attack that center of the field. I believe because it's a safer route. We were watching teams like UCF really dominate off the break and shoot bodies. All the top teams right now are able to consistently shoot bodies off the break. So because it is hard to consistently get out alive, more on the snake side, much more on the snake side than on the D side. That's, I think, why most teams are deciding to send a body up in that center.
Yeah, definitely. Here we go. Drexel playing down, or Liberty playing down player because of that penalty. Looks like it was a close major. Just under 30 seconds on that penalty, Matt.
Well, they're going to get that body back here pretty quick. 24 seconds to go.
Drexel being real conservative right now.
Well, Drexel didn't lose a body. No. You're definitely right, Kat. Very conservative breakout for Drexel. They doubled up that back center. They didn't send anyone up the gut. And they really just tried to focus on shooting another body here for Liberty to make it a 3-on-5, but they didn't do it. And also, it looks like we're starting to get a little bit of weather rolling in here. I'm looking over.
Don't you jinx us.
I'm not jinxing us. I'm just describing the giant clouds heading our way, and felt a couple raindrops.
I just spit that way, sorry. Looks like Drexel is going strong, deciding to go strong into the Doritos here. One player going to Dorito 1, the other one to the mini W on that side. Drexel player trying to shift over to the back of the Doritos and gets clipped sliding in. Looks like it's going to be 5-4 in favor of Liberty.
So
Liberty drops the Dorito player as well.
Which is unfortunate for them because they started this particular point down a body on that Drexel power play, but then they were able to get a couple kills. So now it's 4-on-3. It's still with an advantage for Liberty. So this point is going their way thus far. Drexel repositioning, setting Leon to the stand-up. Temple here, snake side.
Yeah, Leon's been pretty solid on the snake side.
He has.
All
He's definitely been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
6:30 to go. Now there's Kevin Leong, bottom portion of your screen. Drexel on your left, Liberty on your right. Liberty in the red and white. Drexel in the more of the murdered out uniforms.
Murdered out, son. Liberty moving into Dorito 3, sliding straight in there. Looks like they still got a tall center W. Look like he's going to
Here comes the run through for Liberty, and he's able to get all the way into the back line. Nobody picked him up. He gets that last kill. And Liberty still with 2 bodies alive on that D side. So that was a strong point for Liberty to tie this game up here at 1.
Probably like 10 because what? These are breaking so easily. They're made so bad.
Looks like we had Bothwell on that end, the lone soldier left alive for Drexel back there. The Liberty Flames were burning down the field.
Well, that was a good point for Liberty. Today, both in the, well, if you look at the first game in the afternoon with UFC and Texas A&M, and then the second game with Temple and East Carolina, UCF, University of Central Florida, they put a bunch of points up early against Texas A&M. Texas A&M waited for a while to mount their comeback. East Carolina, heading into the second half, it was 1-0. Temple scored seven unanswered points in that second half. But the point I'm trying to make is that Drexel and Liberty are keeping this close thus far through 2 points.
Yeah.
And there was Leong, the consistent killer for Drexel over here on the snake side, and then here comes the run through for Liberty to finish off the last player for Drexel and put their first point on the board. So all tied up at 1. 6:07 to go here in this first half, and it looks like, where did you see Liberty get a minor penalty?
I did not see Liberty get a minor penalty. Was it on the hang?
Well, they have the point.
Yeah.
So maybe Lauren's got some info for us. Lauren, what do you got?
Hey guys, yeah, Liberty did get a penalty after the point because one of the players walked off of the field and into the pit without a sock barrel.
Shame on him.
A rookie mistake there.
Come on, dude. At this point in the game, you're not a casual. Just
yeah,
I'm always straight.
I mean, look, hey, I'm not a fan of the ticky-tack little penalties like that, but this is paintball, and you do got to keep it as safe as possible, and that's why those penalties exist. It is what it is. So on the breakout here on the wide shot, you see Drexel taking the snake off the break and Liberty losing a body. So that's just 3 players left alive for Liberty. Still 45 seconds left on that.
Kevin Leon
penalty
at the snake 2, tucked in pretty deep. Looks like we got a Drexel player coming off the Dorito side. So with a 3-on-4 in favor of Drexel, I believe. We got the Liberty Flame player in the W coming over, putting some heat on Kevin over here as he's laying down. Snake 2. Yeah, there's about 11 seconds left on that penalty. Look for that Liberty player to come out. Hopefully not into a stream of paint.
Well, if you're Drexel, I mean, they have 4 bodies, so hopefully somebody's been looking up and see that penalty and try to get a shot on him as he runs out. They're not able to do it, so Liberty makes it out clean. Now it's tied up at the body count. It's 4-on-4, 5 minutes left to go. You can see their bottom side of your screen. Young in the snake again, and he is just getting peppered there from multiple angles, staying as low as he can. That's what you need to do in that situation, so he's playing well in there. He's not a giant guy, and he's able to play pretty small, and you see he's just biding his time, letting those guns focus on him, so hopefully some of his guys can reposition here, and everyone should know the count.
Yeah, definitely. Well, 4-4 now. It was 4-3 a second ago. It looks like a Liberty player making it to snake 1, looking for Kevin.
Yeah, but 2 moves made by Drexel at the same time to spread the field out, and that's what Leon wanted to happen. That's the whole reason you're, as the front guy, you sit in there and just wait. Your chest on the ground, goggles in the grass, and just let those guys shoot at you so your players can get out wide, and that's what happened for Drexel. But Liberty able to make it into the snake, though, so Liberty doing a really good job of, they took that center 50, playing aggressive, making it in snake 1.
Look, we have Liberty player making it snake 2 right now. We got a Drexel player kicking out wide behind snake on the little temple on the corner.
That was a good move, giving Leong a little bit more support.
Yeah.
And now see, Leong still, look how tight he's still playing. Real down low.
I know that position too well.
Yeah, that was your spot, Kat.
Yeah. And that spot.
Many moons ago.
Many moons ago, sir. Many gray hairs ago.
Hey, don't even talk to me about gray hair.
Yeah, man. This guy right here, trying to get that shot on Kevin Leon. Kevin Leon just doing his job, doing it real well. He has about three guns on him. He has the center W.
Well, he didn't get greedy.
No, he didn't get greedy at all. He's doing his job, like we were saying earlier.
He did exactly. The front center guy has only been focused on Leong, and rightfully so. And Liberty had to get a guy in the snake to deal with him. Great job by Liberty to do so. Liberty's still in really good position. Actually, Liberty has better field position, even though on the D side, Drexel has made it in to D3.
Oh, I did not see him slip into D3. That is a good call out. Look for that D3 player just smash this guy in the W right here.
Yeah, but the guy in the W knows that the D3 is hot. D3 player is focusing down that line. Now he shifts his gun towards that side. You see there the big wall in the center.
Yeah.
Big guy for Liberty is focusing on D3. D3 is that red Dorito, that bunker that he is just locked in on. You see the Liberty player in the snake. So there's the battle on the D side right now developing. There's also a battle in the snake. There's the Liberty player who's been doing a good job of controlling this line. I really like what I'm seeing out of this front player from Liberty.
This is a long point here.
Well, at long point, so players are going to be running out of paint. 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go. It's all tied up at 1. It's all tied up 4 bodies each. It couldn't get closer right now. And pretty even on the field as far as position is concerned. Both teams have a body in snake 2. The player for Liberty is being much more proactive, but he's got to be careful. And then sure enough, the ref's going to get in and check him out. He is clean. Just there's bounce shots too in these positions. So if you're in snake 2, you can definitely have a chance to bounce one off of the Empire bunker, off the little nub in the snake, and shoot him in the back from there.
Okay.
There's also a potential bounce shot off the pin on the inside. Was talking to some of the refs and some of the players earlier, and they were kind of breaking down some of these bounce shots they've been seeing.
Oh man, Kevin Leon popping his head up trying to get a shot across field on Dorito 2. There you got the center W player trying to keep that Dorito 2 at bay, trying to just clip him. There on your screen, we have a shot. That's Kevin Leon on the bottom left, while Christian Campbell there for Liberty.
I think we're going to halftime tied at 1. I don't see this play developing. No one's by their body language. No one's really. I mean, yeah, Liberty just did make a move from D2 into the mini wall on the D side. There's the center player for Liberty. And Liberty is now going to shift his gun towards Leong again. And look at that, though. No paint left for, Campbell. Campbell, no paint left on his back. It looks like the front player, he's still got some paint.
Kevin Leon just chilling right there, man. Campbell is definitely being more productive here than Kevin is, although Kevin did shift all the guns in his favor. It looks like a Drexel player coming off the Dorito side, Matt.
Well, that's the first body to drop in a while, so it's now 3-on-4, but only 20 seconds left to go, Catfish.
Oh, man, look at Campbell making a move to the center snake 50.
Hey, I like how Campbell's playing in here for Liberty. He's been proactive. Kevin Leong has been a little bit more defensive, and now he's going to get run down by Campbell. Campbell makes it all the way into the back, and with 6 seconds left, here goes the run-through in the center. And what a great job by Liberty to get that point with 1 second left to go. Liberty going to take a 1-point lead heading into halftime, and what an amazing job by that man on your screen. Not sure who he is because 25 is not on my roster here, so thanks for switching your jerseys. but I'd like to give you your props right now because you played so well in that center. That guy made it. That was a long point.
Yeah.
That guy was in that center the entire time. He was dealing with threats. For a while, all he was doing was keeping Leong honest in the snake. Then after that, then he had to go and deal with the guy that was in D3 right in front of him, stayed alive through all of this, and then had the presence of mind when the run-through with Campbell happened on the snake side of the field. He knew they didn't have any time left. He looked at the clock, realized, all right, Campbell's on the run-through. I'm going to go grab the flag and hang it, and did it with just 1 second left.
Great move on his part. But, I mean, playing a center bunker like that, you got to keep your head on a swivel. I mean, it's your job to watch both sides. You know what I mean? Looks like it was Underman that was the player we're talking about here that was in the center.
Thomas Underman.
Wow. He had a game, man. I mean, I wonder how much pain he had because he was rolling that gun forever, especially not Kevin Leong.
Well, yeah, he definitely pumped a lot of paint towards Kevin for sure. But still, Liberty, that was a very impressive play that they ran to close that out with not a lot of time left. To be honest, I didn't think it was going to happen.
Yeah, we already thought they were going in 1-1 tie, but 1 second left, straight in the second half. Buddy.
Yeah, so really close match here. I love seeing these close matches. We've had a ton of blowouts so far at this event, but we are into the deeper round of the tournament. This is the quarterfinals. It's win or go home, or for college paintball, win and bring a kiddie pool out with a bunch of beverages and then stand on the sideline with your shirt off and yell at everybody, because that's what it seems like all the teams want to do on Sunday here.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I love coming out to the NCPA tournament. It's great to talk to all the college guys. It's just a fun environment. It really is. So if you get a chance and you're out there and you're wondering, hey man, how can I get my team, like I love paintball, I'm out of college, how can I either get involved? Go to ncpa.com, get in touch with the people there. You can start up a club at your school. And you've been doing this event for years too. It's always a fun time and a really exciting tournament. Let's check out this replay here. So there's Campbell in the snake. He again been so proactive in there. It took him a while to get into snake one. He runs down Kevin Leong, and then off of that, Thomas Underman made the beautiful move up the center. There's Bothwell getting just chewed up by Campbell. So a little two-pack here. Look at this move for Campbell. He shoots out Kevin, who had played so tight into that whole time. And then look at Underman right there. Yeah. Underman running through, head on a swivel, making sure everyone's dead. Pretty fast for a big man.
Yeah, he was moving.
So let's check in with Lauren Kelly here. We're at halftime.
Hey guys, I am here with Christian Campbell. Congratulations, you guys got that last point, which was big. You wanted to have that lead going into the second half. Now, you were a favorited team coming into this weekend because you were undefeated, but you had a harder day yesterday, losing both of your matches to A&M and to UCF. Tell me what you reevaluated and changed coming into today.
Yeah, I think we came out hot against both teams, but we started playing their game and tried to play the field. And typically we're a faster team, and so we're trying to play their game. We should have been playing our game, and they got up points on us, and they just kind of sat and cranked the timeout, and we tried to play their game and lost little gunfights and stuff like that. And so kind of fixing it up today and playing tighter and playing better. So.
All right. Well, I know you're supposed to be out there for that first point, so get out there. Thanks, Christian.
So nice job by Christian Campbell. 10 minutes up on that clock. We're going to get into the second half. The score, 2-1 in favor of Liberty. We'll be right back.
The Dye GF Boomstick is the next evolution of the legendary Dye barrel line. Our glass fiber barrels are constructed using the same custom assembly process as our trusted carbon fiber barrels. At the heart of the GF Boomstick is a gun-drilled 303 surgical steel insert, which has an extremely low coefficient of friction, provides the ultimate in durability, and gives you the smoothest surface finish. Two-piece alignment is a critical factor in a barrel's true accuracy. The GF's self-centering angled surfaces ensure proper back-to-tip mating, eliminating tolerance variations in thread wear. Dye's trademark muzzle port design gives the GF unparalleled accuracy and a low sound signature. The GF Boomstick is the most accurate, quiet, and stylish barrel available. With so much performance and versatility engineered into the Dye GF Boomstick, there's no question why it has been the choice of champions around the world for well over a decade.
These teams are switching sides now, so Liberty is going to be on your left, Drexel on your right. Drexel down by 1. A lot of time left to play. Whole second half of action.
Oh, Kevin Leong getting grilled up, trying to make that that first initial move. We got 2 Drexel players.
I was going to
coming
say,
off.
Catfish, 2 bodies coming off for Drexel, so great off the break shots here. And
Underman, the big man, just making that bunker at will. Look how big that guy is.
he's a big guy, man. But that's the cool. The gun is the great equalizer. Now that you have this big wall bunker, you see a lot of tall, big guys playing that center spot and playing it well.
Yeah. Little guys can't go in there because they can't see over that W there. So that's kind of good. They got a big man going up there consistently.
So 9:26 as we're just getting things rolling here in the second half, is Liberty trying to get out wide on the D side of the field and able to make it in clean. And it is impressive that Liberty, running essentially the same play that they ran heading out of the first half, and no one's been able to stop Underman from getting up in that center 50. Now I'm wondering though, I think, did Campbell come off? I think they still have 5 alive. So I'm waiting to see who's going to make it into Snake right now, because the issue is Drexel has 2 bodies in that back center bunker, and now Drexel moves up, or moves across rather, into the small wall bunker.
Campbell with a smooth dive into the Snake there. Making sure that core sample comes out of his barrel. Looks like he's going to crawl all the way up to the 50 Snake.
Yeah,
Look for that shot across.
Campbell bided his time and then eventually made his way into the Snake, and now he's going to be right to the 50-yard line. Liberty's looking really solid right now.
They're looking real good. It looks like they're just beating Drexel to the punch here.
Mike Zapanis, the coach for Drexel, had him up here in the last game to get some insight into what was going through Drexel's mind, and he smartly, immediately, we've seen some coaches and some teams let the time run out, but I think that was a smart play by Zap, as he was, even though they had some bodies left and there's a ton of time left, he was like, this is a low percentage play for us. 5-on-2, probably not going to happen. So I'm just going to give him that point. It's still pretty close. 1-point spread right now, and we still have some time left here in this second half, and we'll be right back after this.
Truly believe in the guy next year, we're going to win. We are the scariest, nastiest, dirtiest team here, and we're going to win.
Liberty starting to oppress us, Catfish. Tell me if you agree?
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah, between Thomas Underman getting up in that center 50 and Campbell getting up here on the Snake side on the delay on a secondary move, not risking much. Liberty shooting Drexel off the break. This is gut check time for Drexel right now. They can't let Liberty continue to dictate the pace of this game. Drexel on your screen, getting ready to roll here for this next point.
I wonder where Underman's going.
Well, he threw a little switch out there, because this time Drexel counters and they realize, hey, Underman's doing some damage up there.
Underman. Look at the big man roll. Oh.
Hey, Underman's fast for a big guy.
Yeah, he is.
He is not slow at all.
Us big guys, when you get the momentum going, there's no stopping.
Yeah, but that's not fair for you, Catfish, because you were a fast guy to start with, so then when you got bigger, but you still kept some of the speed.
Hey, man, I gotta take it where I can get it.
Down by 2 still, Drexel. Now at the 50-yard line in the center. And Liberty playing on the heels a little bit, even though they still have 4 bodies left alive. No one in the Snake for either team, and no one even threatening to get into the Snake. Oh, but Drexel loses a body in that center, and now here comes Liberty. They take that 50, and a minor penalty going to be assessed on Drexel, so it is not looking good for them here again in this point. It was evened up on the body count, and Drexel even had position over Liberty, but a few quick kills and a penalty, and that minor's going to come off, and smartly Mike Zapanis immediately concedes that point, which gives Liberty another one, but most importantly for Drexel, saves that time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're 3 points down, but I mean,
if I was Zap, I'd be getting a little frustrated right now. It's not the end of the world yet, but Drexel is really, they're letting Liberty play their game. Drexel has ceased to exert their will on Liberty. They need to change that up. They tried to in that particular point, but they just had too many bad deaths.
Yeah, definitely Liberty is dictating the pace of this game and in total control right now. And Mike seems like he's kind of talking, yelling at his guys right now. So, you know, trying to get them motivated, trying to let them know where they need to go, what lanes they need to shoot here.
Drexel's getting some help because I see Temple guys in there helping them out. I see the coach for Penn State over there helping them out. So they definitely have a lot of help in the Drexel pits. And they're going to need it, though, because they're down by 3, 7:26 to go, and Liberty just looks really crisp right now. They're executing off-the-break shots. They're winning gunfights. Drexel needs to get a good point here and shift the momentum their way.
Yeah, but, I mean, will it be possible with the way Liberty's playing right now? They're playing just, you know, calm, collective. They're living. They're making their secondary bumps. You know, they're getting the big man to the center W, and he's shutting down lanes that need to be shut down so that Campbell can make his move into the snake. And once you have him in the snake with the big man in the middle, it's kind of a done deal at that point.
I am impressed by how Underman and Campbell particularly, but across the board, Liberty getting production out of almost everyone that's been playing points for them, which is why the score is sitting at 4-1. It looks like a timeout has been called. Drexel, they need this. I'm not seeing enough out of Drexel right now.
Yeah.
Bad deaths out of their bunkers. They're letting Liberty control the pace of the game. That's not Drexel paintball. So,
no, not at all.
And they're having some mini huddles over there trying to discuss what they need to do in their pits. So with that timeout, we're going to take a timeout, and we'll be right back. The Drexel University Dragons need to step it up. They're down by 3 against Liberty. It's do or die time for them. They lose this game, they're out of the tournament. Liberty tried to fight to get to the semifinals. Already moving on to Sunday's competition is going to be the UCF Knights, as they had a big win over the Aggies and Temple University Owls. And Catfish, who do we need to see more out of from Drexel? Brandon Clement, Bothwell, Kevin Leong. Those are the guys that really need to step up right now. They've done a lot of work to get them this far, but down by 3, they need to mount an attack. Drexel, Liberty doesn't really need to go anywhere. All they need to do is just hold the line.
They're definitely doing what they need to do right now. They're just, like you said, holding the line, making the key bumps like we see right now. Campbell making a bump into the snake stand-up.
Well, and the conservative breakout for both squads, but it looks like Liberty first to lose a body. No, Drexel also loses a body too, so it's 4-on-4. Drexel's still stuck in those back spots, though. Whereas Liberty has slightly better field position. And when I mean slightly, I mean slightly. Both teams have a body out wide on the snake side. The only real difference in position is the fact that Liberty does have a body in the stand-up temple. There he is at the bottom of your screen. And there goes Underman.
Nice.
Hey, Underman is fast for a big guy. I don't know exactly how big he is.
And he's smooth.
He's kind of built like a linebacker.
Yeah,
you know,
he's smooth right now.
He's not chunky. He's big in the shoulders, but I don't know how tall he is. I'm guessing maybe like 6'1", but he moves pretty quick for a big man.
We like to be called well-fed. Remember that.
I thought it was healthy.
Yeah, that too. We healthy. We're well-fed. We're well-fed.
Hey, I'm catching up, Catfish. I'm catching up. 6:03 to go. Similar situation, and there is the constant presence for Liberty up in that center 50, Thomas Underman.
Doing work. Look for Campbell to make a move here, and they got Kevin Leon tucked in good. Look for Campbell to make a move or a bump in the snake one here.
So I'm getting some info from the booth on Underman, say he's 6'4". I'm gonna have to go stand next to him because he's definitely one of the bigger guys out here.
Well, that 6'4" player just shot out the back corner of the Dorito, giving the advantage to Liberty right now. Look at, he's gunfighting skills, sliding skills. He fast, he do it all. Oh, and Campbell sliding into snake one.
Campbell has done such a good job of secondarying into the snake because Liberty has a pretty conservative initial game plan. They haven't really gone anywhere crazy, nothing exotic, but Campbell is consistently secondarying into the snake, and Underman is constantly getting up into that center 50.
Campbell right now looking to get that shot on the center top, and someone smoked that player from the Dorito side.
Blow the horn, Zap. Nice, okay, good job, Mike, because yeah, it's not looking good. Liberty had the position. There just was a very low percentage chance that Drexel was going to be able to win that point. Even if they did, they would have had to burn off a bunch of time to do it, to work Liberty out of their spots, because at that point with a 3-point lead, 4-point lead, 3-point lead at the time, now a 4-point lead. So that was a very smart play there. So a little by Mike Zapanis to blow the horn. Under 5 minutes to go, down by 4. Liberty is starting to just dominate in this game now.
Yeah, Liberty is starting to run away. I mean, at what point are you going to stop giving them points? I mean, I know you got to give them points to keep time, on the clock, but that hole is getting deeper.
Yeah, and there's Clement. That's one of the players who's struggling a little bit here, one of their stars talking to their coach. So as they talk this thing out here, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. So let's check in with the third member of our broadcast team. Just 5 minutes to go here in this quarterfinal matchup. Lauren, what do you got for us?
Hey guys, I was in the Drexel pits during that the break this last minute, and basically the coach is telling the players that yes, it's going to be hard to come back now with this point spread, but it can be done. He's telling everyone that they need to believe in themselves, believe in each other, believe they can get this next point, and believe they can win this game. So he's really just trying to inspire them to get out there and fight.
Well, Drexel needs a little inspiration right now, and you can see they're still talking it up in there, which is good. That's what you want to see. He's talking to Kevin Leong right now, and it looks like a timeout being called. So these are crucial moments for Drexel. Yeah, that's good. You always want to keep your players in a positive mindset regardless of the situation on field, but the brass tacks reality for them is that Liberty's beating them up in the center. Liberty is shooting more bodies out of their bunkers. Liberty has very good survivability right now, whereas Drexel is starting to falter in that category. And so with that timeout called, we are going to take another commercial break. We have to pay the bills just like everyone else, so stick with us.
You know what makes paintball so amazing? The precedence is the top players will always dominate, and maybe that's true, just maybe. But the very concept of competition is that just because you're strong doesn't mean you can't be overcome. Every long shot or every underdog will tell you the same thing. The odds will be against you. The route to victory is a dark and windy road, but this test has no answer. This test is not science, it's not a textbook reference. This is a completely different universe, one where hard work and passion will always trump logic. The ticker has begun. In 5 seconds, that buzzer will go off. And before you make your first step, just remember, the past will not always add up to your future. No stat nor lineup makes the difference of who wins and loses until your moment arrives. And that is what makes paintball amazing. The new season has begun, and a whole new level of support is here. Take your team to the highest level of competition with industry-leading support and the best equipment paintball has to offer. And that's not all. We love winning just as much as you, and when your team wins, we all win. Join the sponsorship program and earn tons of free paint this year. Hear more at paintballsponsorship.com.
Do or die time right now for Drexel. They're down a bunch of points, and they don't have a lot of time left. A 4-point spread with a little under 5 minutes to go, so Drexel playing the aggressor. They do lose Leon, trying to send him to the snake off the break. They still have 2 bodies in that center. See if they can do something with this position. Liberty playing very conservative. 3 bodies in the back center off the break for Liberty. But Catfish, it worked out for them. They got a kill off the break, and a big one with Kevin Leon coming on.
And he was able to bump out. Let's see what we got here for Drexel. Drexel at the center 50 right there on your screen, as well as the white can right behind it. Trying to keep Campbell out of the snake. Campbell making that move to the tower to stand up. Now look for him to try to work a big guy behind him. Try to get him into the snake. Drexel trying to keep Underman out of the center here. Underman looks like he's at that the little can behind the wall. Drexel doubling up the wall now. Trying to have a turret on a machine gun on each side of that wall. Campbell.
Liberty just trying to eat up time. Liberty's just eating up time right now, Catfish.
Look at Liberty.
And then Liberty
Campbell
sees that kill,
him,
knows that lane is dropped, and immediately makes a beautiful move into the snake. Now that's good. That's perfect timing right there. That's situational awareness. You get that kill. Okay, you know what wasn't situational awareness? That death right there.
Yeah.
Well, he made again, good shot, dumps in there, but I don't think he knew there were 2 bodies in there.
He didn't know there was 2 bodies. I mean, I would have hoped the coach would have told him there was 2 bodies. I mean, you shoot 1 plus 1 is 2, right? There had to be another one in there. And Underman just letting him have it.
Well, that was Clement, who we've been asking for a little more from. And Clement was able to get that big kill on Campbell and tried to push up the field. It is reckless time. Yeah. This is reckless attack time for Drexel.
Yeah.
Particularly because I think they just had to concede another point. So Liberty really starting to run away with this one. 3 minutes and 2 seconds left to go, a 5-point spread, and Catfish, that should do it.
Yeah, that definitely should do it. I don't think Liberty's going to move out of the gray area in this next point coming up.
Probably not.
There's no need for them to, you know what I mean?
Said it before, I'm going to say it again. 5-point spread, 3 minutes to go. Take out a couple extra pods and just roll that gun.
Yes, sir.
Talk it up, roll the gun. You know it's coming. They have to run. They have to run into your guns, and you see
Campbell
there.
Getting chopped up, trying to make
Campbell,
that move to the snake.
Campbell just had no idea, Kat, that Clement was in that spot.
Not at all. He knew after he got shot that he was there.
So a very unfortunate turn of events if you're Drexel, as they had high hopes coming into this match, but Liberty proving why they are a big favorite here. Yeah. And it's weird how things turn out. You never know what's going to happen in these games, in the sense that Texas A&M was favored over UCF Knights, and UCF took the Aggies down, and they took them down pretty big. So the Aggies beat Liberty in a really close game yesterday evening that was 1-1 at halftime. I think they won that game by 2 points. I think it was 3-1.
Oh, okay.
So a really low-scoring game. But Liberty is still alive here and looking really good against Drexel. So it's looking like Liberty's going to advance while Texas A&M got knocked out. Already in the semifinals are the University of Central Florida Knights and the Temple University Owls. Looking like Liberty's going to advance. And we have 1 game left. And it's going to be Penn State, who had my favorite game yesterday.
Yeah.
And they are going to be taking on FAU. So Penn State played a really close one against East Carolina Pirates. It went to overtime. It was a 1-point game. A highly exciting match.
Definitely. And let's see what we got here for Liberty. Oh, they're going to the little lay down wall there.
Triple,
oh, wow.
Triple wall play. The try wall.
Yeah, the try wall. 1 coming out. Looks like 2 Drexel players coming off. 3, make that 3. Don't know where that guy was going. Looks like Liberty's bumping out to the snake.
And Liberty now gets to D3, but gets chewed up by one of the players for Drexel up in that center. So they went try-wall. There's still 2 of them alive, rolling their guns towards the opposite sides of the field. 1 gun towards the D side, and 1 gun trying to shut that snake lane down. But they need to produce points and produce them fast.
Looks like one of the center players rolled out to the Dorito side. Oh, he's getting shot as he's coming through. Here comes Campbell with the run through with Leon. Trades out with Leon. It's a 1-on-1 now. Oh, is it a 1-on-1 now?
No, there's 2 bodies left alive for Liberty.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Liberty doesn't know there's 1. Oh, no, Drexel's players walking off.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
it for Drexel. So, and that is it for this game. There's still a little under 2 minutes to play, but this is a massive lead. A 6-point spread now. 7-1 will be your score. And Liberty player getting checked out.
Thumbs
and
up.
The thumbs up means the hang is good. Highly impressive performance, Catfish, from Liberty.
Yes, definitely nice, impressive win for them right now.
Let's check out this replay here. And after the try-wall play, only one player was left alive at the end.
Kevin Leon.
And here comes Liberty as he runs him down. So Liberty getting production across the board. Liberty controlling pretty much every part of this game. They shot more bodies off the break. They won more gunfights. They played more aggressive. But really, I wouldn't say it wasn't your stereotypical aggressive game plans, but they were highly aggressive on the secondaries.
Yeah.
Really good timing. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. So we're here in Orlando, Florida, and it has definitely cooled off a bit as the massive cloud cover has come in. Let's hopefully this rain can stay away for another hour, hour and a half. But it has definitely become very overcast. We're here 1 minute and 52 seconds left in the second half. Liberty dominating over Drexel.
Yeah, definitely a dominant performance on the part of the Flames. Looks like we have
another try-wall play.
Yeah, try-wall.
Oh,
Wow!
it jumps over the top
and
of the...
get murdered.
Well, it looked cool, but it didn't work out very well for him. I haven't seen that yet. I've never seen any player leap over the little small section that's attached to the big wall bunker. There still is one player left alive, but he gets tattooed by Campbell. And Campbell is just eyes downfield, and this is going to be another point for Liberty.
They're just racking up points right now. Probably not hanging.
Yeah, I know there's minute 18 left, and they could get another point in. Maybe Drexel wants to play one for fun. Well, they're coming back with smiles on their faces and a little high five, so that's keeping the positive spirit going there. Yeah, they understand this is over. We gave it our best, but it wasn't a good one for Drexel, honestly. But they're keeping that positive attitude.
They should do a 5-wall. Just saying.
The all wall. We saw the quad wall with the all wall and delay yesterday from Missouri. I think it was Missouri S&T, which is the first time I think we'd seen that. I've been begging for it, mostly for fun, but it was fun to see. That game was over anyway.
You know what would have been
so
real sweet?
Maybe Drexel will give us an all wall play here.
If they did all snake, all 5 guys just diving into the snake.
Yeah. I mean, that would look entertaining, but I mean, it's not gonna. It would be a terrible move.
Definitely.
So here they come on the charge
He's
up to that center 50.
Oh,
and there he goes. He jumps over it. So basically, he's the. It's like we just call that.
That's Bothwell.
Hey, he's like the rabbit. He's the rabbit running through. Everyone turns to shoot at him, but unfortunately, the rest of the guys didn't come around quite at the same time as he did. But he was just completely sacrificing his body. So 1 minute and 17 seconds to go. This game has already been decided. It will be the Liberty Flames moving on. One game remains, though. Penn State University Nittany Lions. And they will be taking on the Florida Atlantic University Owls in our last match of the day.
That's going to be a good one. That's for sure. We got Drexel coming out, 5 strong. I wonder what shenanigans they got up their sleeves here. We also have the Liberty on their side of the field, 5 strong. About 5 seconds on the clock.
Liberty on your screen, the winners here in this match, and moving on to the semifinals.
4 minutes. Oh no, 3 walls. Oh wow!
Diving in there.
In the dirt.
Oh, they go onto Liberty's side of the field. Go to D4. We haven't seen that move yet today.
That's a nice little move. He made
And
it.
doubling up the wall.
He made it.
He made it clean.
He made it clean. Oh, here comes a Liberty player to take him down.
He's about to get sacrificed.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, there's going to be a major penalty.
Major.
They should just run this clock out here.
They should just.
I mean, unless they want to get another one.
Yeah.
They've obviously, Drexel's been having fun past couple points. Even though still just giving Liberty some points. But again, game's been over for about 4 minutes anyway.
Oh, and Zap presses the button.
He wants another one.
A big smile on his face as he walks through the button and presses it.
He was thinking about it, and he's like, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that quad wall play again.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can take their D5.
Yeah.
He made it across the 50 to the D4.
Yeah.
Their
he
D3.
Did. Slid right in. No one's done it. That's why he didn't get shot. No one's
in case
expecting
you missed it on the angle, so we're looking at the wide shot right from behind the back of Drexel's side, and so you had the guys running up towards the center. One of them cut in, so two bodies went to that center wall, and then the other guy cut off and went to that the farthest red Dorito on the other side of the field, and he made it in clean, and that's going against Liberty, who knew a push was coming and had pretty much 5 guns up.
Yeah.
So, hey, maybe that's a play that might work.
Maybe a team out there saw that and was like, oh, maybe we should run that.
If you're going against a team that knows you're going to do something crazy and fun, and they know that the push has been coming in the center and that people have made D3 off the break, so you're running into guns. So I don't know. Maybe that's a play that will work. Definitely a low percentage play, but
a very low percentage play. But hey,
I mean, I don't know. We've only seen it run once and it worked, so that's 100% effective right there.
It's 100% effective. 60% of the time, it works all the time. No. Looks like we have a Liberty player starting to walk out onto the field now.
It is starting to sprinkle a little bit, so let's watch the replay on that move.
And there he cuts off. That's Kevin Leone diving into.
So they took D3 and went past the 50-yard line at the same time.
And here comes Liberty
but
to
here comes that
take
move.
him out.
That was a nice counter move.
Yeah.
Did he get a 2-pack? He did.
He did get a 2-pack.
He did get a 2-pack. Nice counter move
Oh,
by
maybe a 3-pack.
Liberty.
Three guys walked off. He might have gotten a 3-pack.
Did he get one of the wall guys?
Yeah, he got one of the wall guys.
Well, so Drexel this time
look
laying.
at Liberty.
Oh, Liberty on their own run through and a bunch of penalties. There's still a body left alive, though. He's laying down, took the commando crawl right out of the gate, and he's on the ground. But he gets taken off. I think every ref on the field has thrown their penalty flag. I have no idea who the penalties are on whatsoever. The time has stopped. The time is not running off.
He was just laying prone there.
It has devolved into madness, Catfish.
Hey, why not? We've seen fights go down in the pits already today, so it's just a madness going on. It's definitely coming down, starting to come down here, Matt.
Yeah, the rain is, well, I wouldn't exactly call this, there is there's water falling from the sky, so I guess technically it's rain, but this is about the lightest sprinkle you could possibly get.
Yeah.
Now this is Florida, so in 5 minutes from now it could be a giant downpour with the bunkers hanging sideways.
And here comes the refs looking to talk over here what's going on with Drexel.
Well, yeah, the refs are having a convention out there. Yeah, the refs are having a convention trying to sort out those penalties.
And picking up their flags that everyone threw.
And they we haven't gotten information yet, and well, there's definitely a major on Drexel. Now, all the flags that I saw go, did you see any majors? I felt like I saw all minors go up.
No, I saw a bunch of red flags go up. Like, there's a major on the board right now.
Well, no, I know, but that was from before.
Oh, was it
that
from
point
before?
was only 13 seconds long.
Well, there was a bunch of red flags going up. Oh.
Oop, Drexel trying to get in the last second. 3 seconds for everyone to get out. 2, 1, and here we go. What sort of madness is going to go down right now? No, actually a pretty much standard point. Wait, the refs are waving everyone off. I don't know what just happened.
Hey, if they're going to keep doing this.
Someone just conceded a point. Don't know where that came from.
So we're going to try to figure out exactly what happened up here. I mean,
Liberty.
hey, I'm not often
point.
speechless. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. 31 seconds to go still, and somebody conceded a point. I don't think it was Liberty because they're looking all
Drexel.
befuddled and confused. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be back. Hopefully we'll figure this all out for you.
Want to learn how the pros run a practice and prepare for an NXL event? Go Sports and Paintball Fit have teamed up to give you an inside look at just that. Watch live April 29th and 30th and learn what it takes to play the top level as we sit down with Red Legion, AC Dallas, and Chicago Aftershock. This event is made possible by the following sponsors: Paintball Fit, GI Sports Paintball, Empire Paintball, Carbon Paintball, and PB Swag Bag. Again, live broadcast April 29th and 30th.
So we are back, and let's check in with Lauren. Maybe she can decipher some of this craziness for us.
Yeah, I went over to the Drexel pits and I asked what was going on, and Coach Zapp said they're just having fun. And, you know, Liberty appreciates them giving them some more points, so it's a greater point spread for them. So we'll see how many more times this happens.
Well, hey, everyone's got a smile on their face. The guys are, you know, chucking it up over there in the Drexel pits, and, you know, even though Liberty looked very confused when that all went down, I think what they're trying to do, Catfish, is they're just trying to stall so that this next game can be played during a downpour. What do you think?
I think so too. They're gonna. It looks like they're gonna press that button as soon as the game starts again. Zap's standing right next to it.
Please no.
You and I know Zap. He's
I mean,
he's gonna press that.
This is the biggest point spread we've had. It's 11-1. Now,
I
a
guarantee you.
lot of these
Yeah,
sportsmen-
3 to the snake, son.
They went 3 to the snake off the break?
Yeah, they got shot. Though.
3 to the snake off the break, and they all die. Liberty's still confused as to what's going on. They're like, well, is there anyone else left alive? No, there's no one left alive. So we will finally see an end to this game, as the penalty crew from Drexel is going to have to come off too.
Yeah,
There's only 3 players that played that point. So it was Drexel that did get a penalty. It's completely irrelevant information at this point right now. The only thing you need to know is that Liberty is going to be advancing to play in the semifinals tomorrow morning. And there is one more game left, and it should be a good one. Penn State University Nittany Lions are going to be taking on the Florida Atlantic University Owls. I'm wondering who Lauren's going to interview here. It's not going to be someone on Drexel, though. It'd probably be pretty funny to listen to Drexel do an interview right now.
I think we should hear from the big man.
But, you know, one of the things I think we need to talk about is how much of a beatdown this was for Liberty. This is a big statement for Liberty. So whoever has to play Liberty tomorrow morning, they better come with their best game.
They have to sleep on the results of this game right now.
So Liberty is with our winners in Liberty Pit. Lauren, what do you got?
Hey guys, congratulations on that huge win. This was big for you because you didn't have a great day yesterday and you were coming into this weekend undefeated. Do you feel like this showing that you had in this match though was a perfect game or the best you can do moving forward?
I just think that we came out with like guns blazing. We came out aggressive. We knew we wanted to win and move on to Sunday because all the rest of our teams are advancing through and just kind of got us all motivated and all of us fired up. So yeah, I think we just played really aggressive and really well, all of us.
All right, so we're going to keep seeing you play those aggressive plays moving into Sunday then?
Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea.
All right, I like it. What did you guys think of the last 38 seconds that would never end in this game?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of dumb in my personal opinion. I mean, it's kind of making a joke out of the tournament, but yeah.
You'll take more points.
Yeah, we'll take more points if they're going to give them to us. So.
All right, well, congratulations, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Back to you.
So that does it for that very long game. Congratulations to Liberty as they take the victory. Stick around. We got Penn State taking on Florida Atlantic University. We'll be right back here. More action from the 2017 National Collegiate Paintball Association Championships. See you in just a few.